I'm Jimmy Black with Music on 11. I'm here with Dave from Havok. We're here in Oklahoma City at Thunder Alley, and you guys are out supporting the new record that's going to be coming out in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, March 10th, Conformicide is coming out. It's our fourth studio record, and it's a good one.
I'm pretty stoked to hear the whole thing. Now, you guys just released a single off that, the name of which I cannot remember, but it's got a lot of Orwellian overtones to it. What's the name of it?
Yeah, the song is called Ingsoc, and in the book 1984, that's what they call their method of society, English socialism, Ingsoc for short. So that whole song's all about 1984, and yeah, it's a good book. Everybody should read it.
So what inspired that? I mean, other than, of course, reading 1984, were there any particular events recently that made you want to write something like that?
Well, every week it seems like that we're headed more and more towards the Orwellian type of society that's described in 1984. So I think it's a fitting topic to sing about.
So, people need to keep their eyes open and look for common themes and things like that, you think?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So is that the theme of the whole album, or do you guys mix it up a bit?
What I want people to take out of the whole album is to wake up a little bit and think for themselves, and hopefully snap out of their television stupor, because the real world has a lot of interesting things going on at the moment, and some of them should be paid attention to.
So, and this is not a music question whatsoever, but it kind of fits with the theme of the album. It's difficult to see where to get real news anymore. I mean, there's so many different sources that may or may not be right. How do people pay attention to that?
Question all of it. Read all of it. And then try to fill in the blanks with your own gut instincts. That's about all you can do, because nobody's telling you the truth anymore.
It's really difficult. I mean, and again, going from reading these books back in the day, like 1984 and Brave New World and things like that, we do see some similarities that come along every couple of years in certain things, and recognizing those patterns makes for good music.
Yeah, and they're relevant topics. 1984 was written a long time ago, but like I said, it seems like we're moving closer and closer to that kind of society every week.
So are there any other standout tracks that you're particularly proud of that you want people, I guess we do release singles to the radio, but we don't, it's one of those things you kind of throw out a video and you go, hey, check this out.
Right.
What do you think right now that people should be checking out once that album comes out?
Once the album comes out, I think the first track on the CD is or album or whatever, tape, whatever, MP3.
MP3.
But
the song you stole.
the first track should be listened to. It's called FPC, and the lyrics are very relevant to what's going on in this country today.
What does FPC stand for?
Fuck political correctness.
I like that title. So what inspired that? What is it about political correctness and the attitude of that seems to be a plague in America that made you want to write something about that?
Well, if you follow how the dominoes fall down, it appears to me that the ultimate end result of politically correct language, the end goal is to completely limit free speech and to make it so you cannot say certain things. And I think that's a very, very dangerous concept.
Censorship and brainwashing, comes from that, and it's a tool of control. When you limit to what people can say or read, and you're taking away that choice.
Yep, that's the first step towards totalitarian state.
It's also a war tool. You read Sun Tzu's Art of War, and taking certain things from your enemy or from who you're trying to control, and that's another step forward in mind control. So
absolutely.
So I'm assuming we're going to see a lot of those themes on the new album.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, you guys, the last time I spoke to you was here in Oklahoma City a couple years ago, and a few months later, if I'm not mistaken, you got to tour with Soulfly.
Yep.
And as a matter of fact, when I had interviewed Max, I had asked him, "Hey, what are you listening to right now? Who do I need to be listening to?" And he mentioned Havok and Noisem. And
Cool.
a couple months later, of course, I saw you guys, and then you guys got to tour with them. How was that?
Yeah, it was really fun. It was just us and them and locals every night. It was a good time. It was really cool. I got to play some Sepultura songs with them sometimes.
Oh my God, that's awesome!
Yeah, and at the last show of the tour, Max Cavalera got on stage with us, and he helped sing "Give Me Liberty" or "Give Me Death."
Dude, that must have been just one of those. Holy shit, this is awesome!
Yeah, it was totally awesome.
This-
It's posted on YouTube on our page, so yeah, go find it on our YouTube channel.
Okay. What's going to come next for you guys? I know that you guys have several dates. You're going to Albuquerque right after this, and you're going to be all over the states, and then you guys are going to go international.
Yep.
What big milestones are you looking at in the next couple months?
Well, we're meeting up with Suicidal Tendencies and Crowbar next week,
Awesome.
and we're going out with them for a few weeks, and then we meet up with Warbringer and Ex Mortis to do the West Coast for a week, and then we'll have about a week off, and we fly to Europe, and we do a headline tour over there with Warbringer, Gorod, and Ex Mortis.
That's going to be awesome.
So that'll take us into May.
Okay.
Yep.
And if people want to check out what's going on with you guys, where are they going to go?
The most up-to-date stuff is our Instagram and Facebook. And just if you're ever going to look up our band, make sure you type it in Havok. Not with a C.
Not with a C.
Yeah, Havok with a K.
Any last words for your fans out there?
Wake up. The hour is drawing later and later. We need people to be thinking and alert. So listen to Havok, and if you like it, share it with your friends.
Keep it turned up to 11.